Hi everyone, welcome to the Legend of Zelda, the Wind Waker HD walkthrough. Today we'll be covering Windfall Island, which is the island that we're going to be in, or to be at right after the bird throws you. Yeah, I left you with a little cliffhanger in the last one, but I think most of you knew, obviously, was at the end of Link. So yeah, you'll wake up on some boat, and someone's talking to you there, and you're not really quite sure who, so we'll figure that out in just a second. And of course Link finds out that it is the boat talking to him, so this is his name. He will reveal to us. I don't really want to spoil it, because I've already spoiled Tetra's name. Yes, he's the King of Red Lions. So he's basically your helper character in this game. Although he's not nearly as annoying as Navi. Although I never found Navi that annoying. He won't give you information on enemies when. He's not going to always be there for you. He'll just kind of steer you in the right direction. And he also reveals that Ganon is in this game. The main antagonist is Ganon, so now we have a goal. Besides saving our sister, we got to defeat Ganon. So to do that, we got to get some secret power that's locked away. But the very first thing we need is to get a sail for the boat, because he can't sail. I don't really know how he brought us here, but well, I won't poke holes in the game's logic there. But yeah, he needs a sail. So we're gonna get that for him today, along with doing some other side quests. So, what you want to do first is, after you're done with the cutscene, is head around the little rock. You'll get a little preview of what Windfall Island looks like. It's your standard shop town in a Zelda game. It's pretty nice. This is basically the hub for all the NPCs. I mean, there are some out at sea, but the majority of them are here on Windfall Island. You'll get a lot of information about, different side quests around the Great Sea. So go around the rock and then head up the hill and enter this door here. We're gonna meet a new character. In here there is Tingle, the second game he was in after Majora's Mask, and he's locked up for some reason. I don't really know why, but go around to the corner of the room, and behind the pots there's a little switch. You can open them up and Tingle will come out. So this is the first difference from the GameCube version to this version. In the GameCube version, Tingle gave you the Tingle Tuner, which you can use to find some Tingle statues in the dungeons and use to bomb enemies when you have it hooked up to a Game Boy, when you have your Game Boy connected to your GameCube. In this game, because you can't really hook up a Game Boy, and they didn't. I mean, the Tingle Tuner wasn't used that much. Now they have the Tingle bottles, which is really cool. It's a Miiverse thing where you write messages, and you'll find more messages as you go, just randomly, and you can read people's messages. For the sake of the walkthrough, I will be turning this feature off, so I won't be receiving bottles during the walkthrough. However, during my main playthroughs, I use this quite a bit because I like to write messages to people. So you can see all my messages on my Miiverse account. It's History of Hyrule. Yeah, so for the sake of the walkthrough, I'm not going to be receiving Tingle bottles or sending any, just because I tend to get distracted with getting them. I'll go out of my way to get them sometimes, and yeah, that's not good for a walkthrough. So Tingle also gave us Tingle's chart, which shows us where his which shows us where his island is in case we need to go there, and we will eventually. So that's pretty nice. Anyways, you want to go in his cell, push the crate over, and you can grab the red rupee too. Then you want to crawl in the hole that you got, and there's going to be a little maze. Luckily, I know the order of the maze. You want to go at each intersection, right, left, straight, right, left, straight, left, right, right, straight, right. So you can write that down. I'll say it again. It's right, left, straight, right, left, straight, left, right, right, straight, right. So that's the fastest way to get to where we're going. And when you're, well, then there's a chest, you can open it for the Pictou Box, which Link can use to take pictures, which is pretty cool. But while you're in the little maze there, you don't ever, if you see like floorboards, like wooden floorboards, don't turn into those because those are rats. I'll show you in just a second. That's how we're gonna get out of here the fastest. But anyways, you can, or I'll show you how the Pictou Box works. So again, it's a little bit different. In this version, it can hold 12 photos, and if you press X to switch, Link can take selfies. It's actually one of the coolest things in this game, I thought. You can also change Link's facial expression. So I'm going around the horn here, starting with up and then left, down, and right. And then you can also hold ZR to get 4 more. And then if you click the left, or sorry, ZL, and then if you click the left analog stick, the Link will make like a silly cross-eyed face. So anyways, to get out of here, just turn left in the first intersection and then right in the next one, and those are those rats I was talking about, as you can see the floorboards there. So that'll drop you off. King of Red Lions probably isn't too happy that you're playing around because he said there was no time for playing. But freeing Tingle is actually required for the game, so you have to do that. Next, we are going to buy the sail. So go up to this little stall. And this character is named Zunari. He's going to be a little bit more important later on, not to the story, but to a specific side quest. And but right now, he doesn't have enough money to start up his shop, and he keeps referring to that. Well, that he is referring to is the sail. You're going to have to dish out 80 rupees for it, but we have more than enough at this point, and we'll be getting a lot more coming down the road. So don't worry. If you've been following the walkthrough, you should have plenty of rupees to buy this and whatever we're going to buy later on in the game. After you buy the sail from him, head up and go into the school. It is the second door on your right after going through the shop, and we want to talk to this character here. This is Mrs. Marie. You need to talk to her twice. On the second time, select the option "We need to talk," and she'll tell you that there have been these delinquents running around, and that we need to catch Ivan, the leader, for her. Or just tell him to stop being, delinquent children. Stop being late for school, start doing better in school, yeah, whatever. There's only like 6 kids on this island, so she's got a pretty easy job being a teacher, I would say. But anyways, head outside and you'll see this gang of children. They're the killer bees, the ones Miss Marie were talking about. Talk to Ivan, their leader. He's the one that everyone's following, and they'll challenge you to a game of hide and seek. Yeah, another parallel with Majora's Mask. So I will give you the locations of all of these guys. So they all kind of run away. First of all, though, from the screen it leaves you with, head back and towards the big tree, and head left once you head out the archway, and you'll find the first little brat. Now, I want to make myself clear, this is required to beat the game. It's weird that this is one of the only side quests, if you could call it that, that is ever required in a Zelda game. You get a piece of heart from this, and you have to get it. You'll see why later on in the game. But yes, you must do this. You don't necessarily have to do it now, but you must do this eventually. Then head to the big tree out in the open field area, roll into it, and Ivan will fall down. Now we can catch him. So catching these guys is a little bit hard, especially with Ivan. Note that he will try and turn really quickly and go up the ramp, so if you can kind of cut him off there, you can get him pretty easily. After you get Ivan, head up to this little tombstone over here, and behind it you'll find another little brat. He'll jump off the cliff, you can jump off following him, and then you'll have to chase him around in the open field. It's kind of hard to catch them sometimes. Make sure you're constantly rolling unless you're near people, because then you'll accidentally talk to them, and that's just a little annoying. So yeah, so spam A unless you're near people, and also try and use the routes that you're taking to cut them off a little bit if you can predict where they're going. Now the last kid is on the other side. This building is the bomb shop. It'll be more important later. Go around to the left side of it, and you can see there's an area to sidle, but you can actually, if you roll and jump, you can make that jump, so you don't have to waste the time sidling. Then go around to the back, you'll find the last kid, he'll jump off the cliff, and you'll have to chase him around the open field again. Once you catch him though, the killer bees will give you a heart piece and say you're pretty cool, and they'll tell you to say sorry to Mrs. Marie. So this is piece of heart number 2. And we'll be getting one more in this chapter. So now we're gonna go say sorry to Mrs. Marie, or yeah, well, sorry for the kids, because they're too tough to do it themselves. Basically just select we need to talk when you talk to her, and she will give you 50 rupees. So that's pretty nice too. We've already almost made back our expenses from buying the sale. After you leave the building, then Ivan and the rest of the killer bees will surround you and say that Mrs. Marie likes these things called joy pendants. So if you remember in the last chapter I was talking about these things, Mrs. Marie is the character you need to give joy pendants to, and it is required in the game that you collect at least 21 of them, although we'll be getting one right here pretty easily. They say there's a sparkly thing on top of a tree, so head back to the bomb shop that I was talking about earlier in the video and roll into the tree there. That's where the joy pendant is. So you could have gotten a joy pendant earlier from one of the bokoblins. It's just a random drop for them. We'll have a way to get these very easily, so don't worry. Really, don't ever worry about having to get them, because you will have more than enough joy pendants by the end of the game if you use the method that I will give you, which we'll find out in the next chapter. So now they ask if they said that they put it there, so you can go give the joy pendant to Mrs. Marie, and she will give you 20 rupees for it. And so that's basically all that's required here on Windfall Island. The Pictou Box wasn't required, but it's nice to have, especially you can connect your Tingle Bottle messages to pictures that you take, so you can take a bunch of selfies and then send them out on Miiverse. It's kind of funny. You know, you can be really creative with it, so I like that feature in this game. Anyways, once you give this joy pendant to Mrs. Marie, she'll wear it around her neck. Like I said, give you 20 rupees. And now we're going to do some side quests, but that's going to wait for part B of chapter 2. So if you don't want to do the side quests, you can go to your boat and wait for chapter 3. But we're gonna do some side quests. So I'll see you in the next part.